Thank you so much for that update, Andy. And today, for our next guest, she says that every day is the canvas and you are the artist. That is the message that children's book author Ciera Strode is teaching us this afternoon today for Reading Month. She's going to tell us all about her new book, Willow Bee, Big Feelings, Big Wins. How are you this afternoon?
I am doing great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us here today. Now, I love this book. I actually read it a little bit this morning. I read all of it this morning before we started work. And I was going to tell you that today my color is yellow. That's the color on my canvas for my big win. Tell me, what's the color on yours?
Mine's is going to be giggly pink today because I'm so excited to be here.
That's right, and you look gorgeous in pink too.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect in pink, I'd like to say. But this children's book is so exciting, especially in the ways that you're introducing children to really understand themselves. So tell readers, tell our viewers what they'll find when they open it.
The big thing is when you'll open this book and you'll see that the story captures your heart, right? It captures the journey of children that are going through different emotions. Willow Bee is going through that first day of school. So she has all these different things happening, right? She's trying to initiate play. She's trying to make friends. She's embarrassed about, messing up some blocks. And so it really just goes through the process, and you can connect all of those things to any emotion that kids face.
That's right, exactly. Children face that, adults face that, maybe when we're starting a new job too.
Yes.
But what this book also is trying to introduce to children is how to be more emotionally intelligent and mark and label their feelings. Why did you want kids to understand that?
So my background and passion has always been child development, education. That's what I do. And a big part is when you're raising children of your own, we have really big feelings in our house. And I wanted to capture, I said, I know I'm not the only parent that has this happening. What do we do with those emotions and feelings with our kids? And parents that aren't in the child development sector, what does that look like? So I really wanted to incorporate that in the book, and I got those things into that book for those kids.
That is awesome. And now, speaking of, there's actually been a lot of children in our area who have already gotten their hands on this book.
Yes.
And how have you seen your message really resonate with them now?
I feel like the big thing is this book has actually been utilized in play therapy for the past 2.5 months. It's actually been circulating in our capital area district libraries, the Southside Library. And the big thing that I'm getting is the overwhelming response of even the therapist that's working with the youth is saying, this is great for everybody. I want to do some of these activities, and just getting the momentum and excitement saying, you know what, I can connect to being nervous. I can connect to being scared, and I feel excited. It's giving that voice to what emotions are for kids.
Let me tell you, it's giving that voice to emotions and what those are for adults too as well.
Yes.
And the fact that a licensed therapist is already utilizing this as a tool for children just shows you how helpful this book truly is.
Yes.
Now, can we talk about the character?
Yes.
Willow Bee, who is she? Tell me a little bit about her.
Willow Bee. Willow Bee is a fun, energetic young child. She actually is dedicated and inspired by my husband's grandmother, Willie Bee Leaf. She was a brave, bold warrior, and when I thought about willow, I thought about the willow tree, and it can go through any storm of emotion, right? It can go through any rain, any storm, and it still stands tall. And that's the message for our kids. No matter what emotions you feel at the moment, you can still stand tall and be like Willow and process those emotions.
And that is a message I think we all needed to hear today. No matter what the storm is, stand tall, and you'll be able to overcome that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So true. Okay, well, also, we have to say there's a surprise at the end of this book, and I'm going to spoil it. There's a workbook at the end. Why did you include this element in there?
Again, going back to parents who, may not have been in child development or education, what does that look like for our families? How do you initiate those conversations with your kids? And it's something that helps with those conversations with parents. Sometimes doing a check-in when you get in the car. How was school today? It's a lot different than who did you sit by at lunch today?
Okay. I like that. Absolutely. Now, Ciera, I could dive into this conversation with you more and more and more all day long, but people can actually ask the author in person. Tell us about your event at the Alfreda Schmitt Center that you're hosting.
So literally a week from today, next Tuesday, March 18th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Alfreda Schmitt Community Center, I'm going to be giving out 100 free of these books, 100 copies for free. And thank you to Impression 5, every person, the first 50 guests will get a free admission to Impression 5. We're going to have bounce houses, we're going to have snack packs, we're going to have art stations. It's going to be a big deal. And guess what? Everything is completely free.
Free. 100 free books that you are giving away right here to people in our backyard.
Yes, absolutely. I want this to be a tool and a resource. And sometimes resources should be free. They should be able to be given away. So bring your family, your friends, your coworkers, bring kids, get your neighbors' kids. Come on out and get a free book and just hang out with us. We're going to have a great time.
That's right. The tools in this book, you're making them accessible to everyone in this community. And again, we have the information for that free event that you need to be at. And take a look right here. We have it listed on your screen. But congratulations on your book.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us, and thank you so much for all your kind words.
Oh, of course. Thank you. But everybody, don't go anywhere. Just